Hi, Jeff here with Corsair. The revolutionary AX1200i is the first desktop PC power supply to use DSP control and Corsair Link to deliver an unprecedented level of system monitoring and performance customizations. The DSP in the AX1200i makes on-the-fly adjustments for incredibly tight voltage regulation, 80+ platinum efficiency, and clean, stable power. A traditional power supply uses separate microcontrollers supervising the DC output, controlling active power factor correction, and pulse width modulation. The AX1200i uses a more cohesive design than the traditional analog-controlled power supply by using a digital signal processor, or DSP, to handle the duties of a DC supervisor IC, a PFC controller, and PWM controller. This allows the AX1200i to be more precise in its power delivery under varying conditions. Replacing this complex system with a digital signal processor, or DSP, and two microcontroller units, or MCUs, changes everything. As I mentioned, this power and flexibility allows the AX1200i to run so efficiently that it's earned 80+ platinum certification. It causes very little heat, which means it requires less cooling so the fan doesn't spin as often and you have a quieter PC. Less excess heat in your PC case can potentially extend the lifetime of your other components. In short, if you care about high performance, an efficient power supply is essential. The AX1200i is a great choice if you're building or upgrading a high-performance system that requires high power and high efficiency. The AX1200i is fully modular and comes with a set of 16 cables, but we're only using 8 of them. This allowed me to build a neat-looking system, which does more than look good. Fewer cables in the airflow path means better ventilation. The resistance on a connection is affected by a number of factors, not only the device that it's plugged into, but also the length of the cable. The AX1200i will measure this resistance and make adjustments accordingly to the output voltage so that your system runs optimally for the cable configuration that you've chosen. There's one connection that has not yet been made: Corsair Link. On systems that have a Corsair Link commander, the Corsair Link digital cable is all you need. Our system doesn't have a commander, so we're using the USB adapter to connect the AX1200i's Corsair Link interface directly to the motherboard, so the Corsair Link dashboard software can recognize and control it. Of course, both cables are included. The fan doesn't spin up when we turn it on. In fact, depending on what you use your PC for, you'll probably notice that the fan doesn't spin most of the time. It's a completely quiet power supply, unless you're pushing it hard. Corsair Link Dashboard is a free download. It's not necessary to download or use the dashboard software. It's strictly an option if you'd like a little more insight into how your system is using power or control your system's power characteristics. In the middle left-hand side of the screen, you can see where you can monitor the real-time temperature of the power supply, as well as the real-time fan speed of the power supply. You'll notice that currently the fan speed is running at 0 RPM. This is due to the fact that the default profile will be set to quiet mode. When running in quiet mode, the fan will only spin when the power supply gets hot enough to require the extra cooling. At the top of the screen, you'll see a couple of graphs which tell you how much power is being drawn by the power supply from your wall outlet, as well as the amount of power that's actually making it to your components. With this information, the power supply and Corsair Link is able to give you real-time information regarding the efficiency of the power supply. The AX1200i is a pretty amazing power supply. It takes active power factor correction to a new level for extremely high efficiency, and as I've demonstrated, it gives you an unprecedented level of system monitoring and control. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, here's how to get in touch with us.